for the Dharmaśāstra text traditionally attributed to Yajur ±Yajnavalkya, see Yajur ±Yajnavalkya Smṛti the first T. Yajnavalkya of Videha was a sage and philosopher of Vedic India. He was one of the first philosophers in recorded history, alongside Uddalaka Aruni. In the court of King Janaka of Mithila, he was renowned for his expertise in Vedic ritual and his unrivaled talent in theological debate. He expounded a doctrine of neti to describe the universal self or a Ātman. He later became a wandering ascetic. His teachings are recorded in the Shatapatha Brahmana and the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. He is traditionally credited with the authorship of the Shatapatha Brahmana, besides the Yajnavalkya and the Yajur ±Yajnavalkya Smṛti the first T. He is also a major figure in the Upanishads. Traditional accounts. According to traditional accounts, Yajur ±Yajnavalkya was the son of Devarata and was the pupil of sage Vaisampayana. Once, Vaisampayana got angry with Yajur ±Yajnavalkya as the latter argued too much to separate some latter additions to Yajur in being abler than other students. The angry teacher asked his pupil Yajur ±Yajnavalkya to give back all the knowledge of Yajur that he had taught him. As per the demands of his guru, Yajur ±Yajnavalkya vomited all the knowledge that he acquired from his teacher in form of digested food. Other disciples of Vaisampayana took the form of partridge birds and consumed the digested knowledge because it was knowledge and they were very eager to receive the same. The saw to the first florin scar to the first T name for partridge is titiri. As the titiri birds ate this Veda, it is thenceforth called the Yajur Veda. It is also known as Ka to the first to the first to the first Yajur or black Yajur on account of it being a vomited substance. The Yajur saw to the first florin heater thus belongs to this Yajur. Then Yajur ±Yajnavalkya determined not to have any human guru thereafter. Thus he began to propitiate the sun god, Surya. Yajur ±Yajnavalkya worshipped and extolled the sun, the master of the Vedas, for the purpose of acquiring the fresh Vedic portions not known to his preceptor, Vyayampayana. The sun god, pleased with Yajur ±Yajnavalkya's penance, assumed the form of a horse and graced the sage with such fresh portions of the Yajur as were not known to any other. This portion of the Yajur goes by the name of Shukla Yajur or white Yajur on account of it being revealed by sun. It is also known as Vajrasena Yajur because it was evolved in great rapidity by sun who was in the form of a horse through his manes. The rhythm of recital of these Vedas is therefore to the rhythm of the horse canter and distinguishes itself from the other forms of Veda recitals. In Sanskrit, term Vaji means horse. Yajur ±Yajnavalkya divided this Vajrasena Yajur again into 15 branches, each branch comprising hundreds of Yajus mantras. Sages like Kanva, Madhyandina and others learnt those and Shukla Yajur branched into popular ascensions named after them. It is important to note that within the hierarchy of Brahma to the firstas, certain sects believe in the Ka to the first to the first to the first Yajur while others practice from the Shukla Yajur. Yajur ±Yajnavalkya married 2 wives. One was Maitreyi and the other Katyayani. Of the two, Maitreyi was a Brahmavadini. The descendant sects of Brahmins are the progeny of the first wife Katyayani. When Yajur ±Yajnavalkya wished to divide his property between the 2 wives, Maitreyi asked whether she could become immortal through wealth. Yajur ±Yajnavalkya replied that there was no hope of immortality through wealth and that she would only become one among the many who were well-to-do on. When she heard this, Maitreyi asked Yajur ±Yajnavalkya to teach her what he considered as the best. Then Yajur ±Yajnavalkya described to her the greatness of the Absolute Self, the nature of its existence, the way of attaining infinite knowledge and immortality, etc. This immortal conversation between Yajur ±Yajnavalkya and Maitreyi is recorded in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Wisdom of Yajur ±Yajnavalkya is shown in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad where he gives his teachings to his wife Maitreyi and King Janaka. He also participates in a competition arranged by King Janaka about the selecting great Brahmajani. His intellectual dialogues with Gaji form a beautiful chapter filled with a lot of philosophical and mystical question-answers in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. He was then praised as the greatest Brahmajnani by all the sages at the function organized by King Janaka. In the end, Yajur ±Avalkya took Vidvat and retired to the forest. See also, neti, Janaka of Videha, Gaji Vaknavi, Uddalaka Aruni, Ashtavakra, Indian Science, List of Indians. Notes. References: Joseph, George G. The Crest of the Peacock, Non-European Roots of Mathematics, 2nd edition. Penguin Books, London. ISBN 0-691-00659-8. Kak, Subhash C. Birth and Early Development of Indian Astronomy. In Selin, Helene. Astronomy Across Cultures, The History of Non-Western Astronomy. Boston, Kluwer. ISBN 0-7923-6363-9. T. Rizzi, Dick. Lost Discoveries, The Ancient Roots of Modern Science, From the Babylonians to the Maya. Simon & Schuster, New York. ISBN 0-684-83718-8. External links: Sage Yajur ±Avalkya on Hindupedia, the online Hindu encyclopedia, works by Yajnavalkya at Project Gutenberg, works by or about Yajnavalkya at Internet Archive, Yajur Veda from http www.shuklayajurveda.org, Yogiswara Yajnavalkya from http www.shuklayajurveda.org, Selected Chants of Yajur Veda from https vedavijara.com, the texts of the White Yajur Veda translated by Ralph T. H. Griffith.